family. As we all know, in the personal communication, the verbal communication represents 7%, 38% for vocal communication, and 55% are allowed to the body language. But nowadays, what are the elements of our usual digital communication? Well, sure, we're not communicating just by texting. This Japanese creation of communication creates the buzz, creates a big buzz in the digital era and become a language. The most used language around the world. A language or emojis are the body language. There are some statistics. 2.9 billion people are using emojis. 7 billion emojis are sent every day. Instagram states that more than half of communication on its platform consists of emojis. 72% of young people express that they feel more comfortable by expressing their feeling with emojis than with words. And also, the keyboard of emojis contain today plus than 3,000 emojis. And this is the most used one. To understand this phenomenon of emojis, the first question that I asked myself was how all of this started. As long as we've been writing words, we've known that text doesn't translate emotions in the way we'd like. And the first person to feel this need was Scott Fulham, a computer scientist from Carnegie Mellon University. It's been 35 years when he suggested for the first time a little character to express jokes, and there Smileys was born. Because we're not face-to-face, we need to add more information to convey what our body stance and vocal intonation might have offered. So, is there any Unicode for emojis? Who has the power over them, and what are the psychological sides? There is one High Council of Online Communication that has the power over the emoji selection, the Unicode Consortium. This is a group of 20 persons who is difficult to attend or to access. They meet 4 times a year in the West Coast of United States. This tech committee makes decisions about language. They are working on a more varied and better presentation of society. So the committee added more women's profession, like this, emojis, more skin color, and also a hijab emojis. Wait a minute. If I send you a man on a bed, what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to say that I'm going to bed, that you should, I'm about to buy a new bed, or that I'm in the hospital. So this is the second part, the psychology of emojis. In the psychology of emojis, there are 2 short points. The first one, that the emojis are changing our brains. Scientists have discovered that when we look at a smiley face online, the same parts of the brain are activated as when we look at a real human. Our mood changes. What's really interesting is it's not something that we're born with as babies. It's something that our brain have developed during the last few years with the emergence of emoticons and emojis. Social media culture has created new brain patterns within us. The second point and the last one is that they're changing our speech pattern. Emojis are recognized and processed by the brain as non-verbal information, which means we read them as emotional communication, not words. For example, in a spoken communication, if speakers aren't allowed to use gestures, they become less fluent. Emojis are doing what the tone of voice does on the telephone. and what expression and gesture do in face-to-face communication. There's even evidence that emojis are actually shifting our vocabulary. And to conclude, ladies and gentlemen, if you are sending to your beloved good night, please don't try to use these emojis. Instead of that, don't forget to use this one or this one. Ladies and gentlemen, stay home, stay safe. Dear Toastmaster, the floor is yours. Thank you.